myself. Livestream.com, air to the streets every Monday night, 9 to midnight. We have Sure Shot, the original Jersey Sure Shot in the building.
That is true.
So what's going on, man? Tell us what happens now at the Jersey Shore. You're not like Snooki and the rest of them. You don't get involved in none of that.
Nah, I saw Pt.1 once. I gave him my material, but he was whack enough to not do anything about it. So I said, man, you got some real Jersey Shore music right here. So you could play it, because I saw him, because I was doing some stuff at the Aztec. And I thought he was genuine at first, but the type of people that you see, and then you follow up with them on Twitter, and they act like they have no idea.
That is true.
But that's okay, though. I forgive them for that.
All right. Tell us about your new album, The Sure Shot. Slowly but surely, people take a good look. If you don't have it, copy ASAP. Tell us more about the album.
There's 18 tracks on it. It's available on iTunes and Amazon and almost every major online portal, which is good. It's got several different producers, people that I came up with in college, different DJs, like 7 or 8 different producers that did some of the beats on there. So I was fortunate enough to just, come out with it and finally do it and press it up, because it took a while.
Okay. Tell us some more background about you. What made you want to get into hip-hop? Because I know down the shore...
It's not too much of it.
It's not too much of it. I mean, they're more into, when you go to the clubs down, they're more into the techno, trance, rave stuff.
Absolutely.
But it's a stereotype from the TV show. But not only that as well, but I know being that the shore isn't as diversified as North Jersey, what made you really get into the whole scene, as per se?
I guess it was the radio playing a lot of hip-hop when I was younger. My brothers, what they were listening to when they weren't listening to some Steve Miller or some Hall & Oates, they were listening to some, basically just, Run DMC or Two Live Crew.
Me So Horny.
Yeah, Ice T and all kind, just joints that I wasn't copping those albums yet, or, but I was at least soaking it all up, and I was a big Motown fan as a kid, so it was always almost in my blood, I felt like.
And you mentioned the producers on this album. Do you have any collaborations, any major collabs on this?
Not major. I mean, but
and when I say major, it might not be. I'm not talking names.
Major artist.
Not a major artist. I mean, as somebody like a collaboration where you're like, damn. Like, I'm glad I got him on this joint.
Absolutely. I roomed with a kid in college. His name's Seven Neves. Neves, like Seven spelled backwards. He went there for football. He went to college for football. I went there for basketball. We ended up both taking putting those crafts to rest and going with the music. We stayed up late. Had a mic in the closet. People would come over, and our hallway dorm didn't like us too much, or the people in our dorm didn't like us too much because the music never stopped. But I got him on almost all my projects. Keep him in the pipe, even from North Carolina. So I'll form songs, send them down to him, and we keep a nice loop.
Okay. When we were talking behind the scenes earlier about the battle rap scene,
right,
and how I mentioned basketball, well, that was right up your alley.
It was.
It so happened to be up your alley, the whole thing.
Absolutely. I used to actually even play for a Jersey Shore Conference Sure Shot squad that got named. That's how I got the name. It was a kid, Greg Albano, actually. He played hoop, came up with that name. I played the next year on that team, and I put that to rest, and kind of, basically the moment of truth with the Sure Shot on the royalty and the Sure Shot on the Dwick. I was always a huge fan of the word, and it just kind of came about that way.
Okay. So are there any other producers that you might want to work with?
Man, I would work with any producer that has that has skills, especially skills of sampling. I need scratch work bad on a lot of my stuff, so I have a musician that I work with that produces everything from scratch, but we don't sample anything, we don't scratch anything, so there's some elements missing that I'm seeking. You know what I mean?
And so you mentioned you went to school. What was your major?
My major was communications.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
you could be doing my job.
I used to do this on the Thursday night throwdown. I used to just play music. I didn't have too many people come up though, so to speak.
But also with everything that you're doing, as you said how you played ball, but what made you want to not pass up on playing ball? But what made you want to? I say like maybe put playing ball to the side and just pursue the mic. Because
people were digging what we were putting out. When I was making mixtapes on just cassette tapes from bum boombox in '99, and it was it was something that people started digging in my town, by the time I brought it down to college, after I played ball in high school and stuff, it was just something that I was locked into doing, and people, it was almost just like I had my heart set on people are gonna know me for music, not basketball anymore.
All right. Well, since I like your music, what I've heard so far, I want to get into another joint from you off of here.
Absolutely.
And what would you like to get into?
Road to Glory, I think, is number 5.
All right, let's get into that right now. Road to Glory. On livestream.com, we got Jersey Short Shot in the building. You're going to stick around for a freestyle later on for us.
Definitely.
Will be.
Definitely here we go, livestream.com. Air to the streets every Monday night, 9 to midnight. Let go.